Right, so I'm back with another video, and we are entering, well, we are already in Season 5 for Freiburg for Life. Of course, this is episode number 18. It's the second episode of 4 for the last season. Yes, this is the last season for the Freiburg career mode. I'm sad that it's going to be ending, but very excited to bring you more FC26 content. And by more, I mean some FC26 content. It's already in the works. Hopefully, a new series will be coming very soon. But for now, we're going to be ending off the season very soon. Not in this episode, in 2 more episodes, but still, I'm excited. We are entering, pretty crucial stages. It's not like the latter stages. It's like we're about to enter. By the end of this episode, we should be entering the first half, or like should be ending the first half and entering the second half of the season. Anyways, we've got it all recorded, so let's hop straight into the game and see exactly what's going on. So we left off of a fantastic victory over Nuremberg, 5-0 if you remember that, but we were able to be pretty decent in the Bundesliga, but in the Champions League not so great. But hopefully we can turn it around in this next game, as we are at home versus Feyenoord, which is a team that we have faced off beforehand. And unfortunately, we were unable to get the goal there. Fabio Silva did try his best to score there, but it was not to be, as Feyenoord do get a chance here by their player Mitchell, I believe. He takes a strike, but it thankfully goes wide for us. Pretty easy, pretty standard, but they finally get another chance. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Igor Baishao who scores the goal for Feyenoord. And it's another goal that we have to concede there. But thankfully, Fabio Silva, our Portuguese striker, is on fire, and he's scoring goals for us. I just gotta say, I love the badge right there. It doesn't have the number 1 because it should have the number 1 because we did win the Champions League, but at least we have like the actual Champions League trophy there. As Merlin Roll, arguably our best player last season and this season, takes a strike, but it's unfortunately high and wide. But at least we're tied up at 1-1, and it ends. But back in the Bundesliga, we face Bayern Munich, and of course they have caused us problems before, but we've already beat them once this season. Can we beat them again? Lamine is actually their captain, takes a strike, and thankfully it goes pretty wide, pretty easy for us there. But we got to keep wary from any of their chances because they can always score out of nowhere. But Merlin Roll gets a chance right here with his left foot, puts it in the back of the net, putting us in the lead 1-0. Kind of like the number 10 on Merlin Roll's back there. We are away from home, funnily enough, but Ruben van Bommel gets a strike and strikes it home. That's 2-0. Like I said, Ruben van Bommel has actually had a pretty great start to the season. He could be on for his best season yet, as Sieb of Bayern Munich scores a goal, but Fabio Silva gets a chance here and thankfully strikes it home, leading us back 3-1. We're still leading by 2 goals. Fabio Silva, Merlin Roll, and Ruben van Bommel the goal scorers for us, while Sieb for Bayern Munich is the goal scorer there. But Merlin Roll gets another chance. Can he hit the break? Yes, brace. Yes, he does. It's 4-1 for us, thankfully. But it's not over there, as Bayern Munich continue to create chances, and Sieb yet again with a left-footed finish strikes it home. That's 4-2. We're still leading, but Romeo Lavia gets a chance. Can he get the 5th? Yes, he can. It's 5-2. We're leading by 3, but it's not over yet. This Bayern Munich game was goals galore, arguably, or could it be on top with the one with Bayer Leverkusen? Maybe, as Musiala puts away a penalty. That's 5-3 now. They're slowly clawing it back, and they are creating chances as Nico Schlotterbeck gets a block off there, and then Atobolo is forced to make the save from the double shot of Balinya, which I find it so interesting that he's captain. But anyway, Sieb gets a chance for his hat-trick, and he puts it away, leaving it 5-4. Now there's only 1 goal in it, as Bayern Munich get another chance here. Sieb again, can he score a 4th? No, he can't. Atobolo is thankfully up for the save. It's 5-4. Putting the pressure. Can we ensure the victory? It's 9 goals in this game, but Merlin Roll, can he go for the hat-trick? He does, and he puts it away. That's the hat-trick for our number 10. That's the hat-trick for our number 10. Just like their number 10 got a hat-trick, we grabbed one too. It's 6-4 for SC Freiburg. We are beating Bayern Munich, and we should take away 3 points as Matthias Sule seals the victory with another shot and another goal, 7-4, and we take home the 3 points against Bayern Munich. But then we played Darmstadt, and they actually hold us to a draw. We started leading by a Mark Yu goal. Yes, it was our backup side, but Lachenmacher scores a goal to tie it up. Then Dorseyo scores a goal in order to put them in the lead. And thankfully, Meyer was able to get a goal in the 76th minute, ensuring that we get a point for this game. But those are 2 drop points that we really should not be dropping there. Darmstadt, as good as the team that they are, we should be winning that game. Speaking of games that we should be winning, we played again in the Champions League at home versus Bodo Glimt, and we somehow got a 2-2 draw out of this one as well. They even had more shots than us, more possession than us, more passes attempted, and better pass accuracy, because of course. And it's another draw in the Champions League. We just can't stop drawing in the Champions League. I mean, that's 2 back-to-back draws that were 2-2. Thankfully, Merlin Roll was able to get a man-of-the-match performance, grabbing a goal and an assist, while Ruben van Bommel got another goal, but still wasn't the greatest of performers, and Asprilla also grabbed an assist for his troubles as well. But back to winning ways as we face Stuttgart at home and we grab a 2-0 victory. A lot more comfortable here. They were rather late on as they were in the second half, but Ruben van Bommel gets another goal for himself. And of course, who else but our number 10, our Capitan, Merlin Roll grabs a goal, while Atabolu finally gets himself another clean sheet on the board. And we have a few substitutions like Abde, Sule, Markiu, Jesse Guy, and Ryan Flamingo. And we grabbed 3 points. We will definitely take that. Then we have our backup side getting also another 2-0 victory in the DFB Pokal in the first round as we face and take down Magdeburg. Pretty comfortable, easy victory. Jesse Guy grabbed the yellow card early on in the game. Oh, early and kind of later on in the first half, should I say. As Matthias Sula grabs a goal. Then our substitution, Konstantin Peters, grabs himself yet another goal. I'm interested to see how many goals he's got in this season, but he's definitely coming off the bench for the backup side and even for the first side. He's scoring a pretty decent amount of goals, and he might have had a few assists as well. But either way, clean sheet for Nilsson, making it hard for me to choose which goalkeeper I should go with for the big games. And then Matthias Sula also trying to prove his worth by scoring some goals. After advancing in the DFB Pokal to the next round, we were back in the Bundesliga as we grabbed a 6-0 victory over Hanover away from home. Markiu Merlin Roll grabbed the first 3 goals, and then it was Konstantin Peters who grabbed himself a brace after getting subbed on, and Meyer grabbing another goal from the CDM position. I believe that's 2 goals already in just this episode. Congrats to him. But also Konstantin Peters grabbing 3 goals in 2 matches. Definitely take that. And all 3 of them coming off the bench. Fantastic game from him. Very excited to see what he can do. We might have our very own Lamine Yamal. I mean, he's wearing the number 27, just like Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal obviously wore the 41, then 27, then 19, and now he's wearing the number 10. But you never know. Konstantin Peters, 82, 19 years old. I'm just saying, he's a pretty good player. He's a really good player, I should say. But 3 points on the board. Sorry, Hanover. And another clean sheet for Atabol, I gotta mention. But that's not all, as we come up to a very surprising thing that it shocked me. That's why we're coming into the halfway of it. It's Fabio Silva winning the Ballon d'Or. He, honestly, as much as I love him and as much as I think he does deserve it, I think Merlin Roll had a better season, and I think Merlin Roll deserves it a little bit more than he does. But it was Eric Cantona and Fabio Cannavaro giving it to Fabio Silva. He was the official Ballon d'Or winner, so congrats to him. That's an achievement that I was not expecting whatsoever, but he has officially won the 2029 Ballon d'Or. We'll definitely take it. I mean, he won 2 trophies last season, including the Champions League, and he was one of the top goal scorers for us. So, thank you, Fabio Silva. Hopefully you can win another one, because I think midfielders can't win it. But if it was midfielders, I think Merlin Roll would have definitely lifted that trophy. Moving on, back in the Champions League, as we face Atletico de Madrid. Not away from home. We're at home, actually. That's a beautiful soccer ball, by the way. But we do kick off the game, and it's a very, very tough opponent. Atletico Madrid have made it to many finals, as Murillo, I believe, is one of their new center backs, and makes a great block there from from Olavia's shot. I'm just so used to Asprilla cutting in and taking a left-footed shot like that. But Merlin Roll gets himself a chance, and of course scores the goal, because that's what he does best. The 89 overall attacking midfielder, our number 10. I know I can mention it, but our captain, arguably our best player, the one who had a really good season last, scores the goal, and then it's up to Atabolu to make a save, and thankfully he does. But we are leading up against Atletico de Madrid as of right now, but Madrid are definitely taking a few chances here as Kobe Mino takes a shot and Atabolu is forced to make another save. I believe that's Kobe Mino. It looks like Kobe Mino, I could be wrong. But they do get another shot here. And speaking of, wait, is that Nicolas Jackson? Oh my goodness, that should not be going in. That really should not be going in. And then they get another chance here. I don't even know which player that is, and they score. 2-1 to Atletico de Madrid, and Conor Gallagher cuts it back, and they score a third. That's 3-1. 3-1 to Atletico Madrid. I know they've had a lot more chances than we have, but Merlin Roll can hopefully get another one back. But Murillo, again, Alejandro Valdez on Atletico Madrid, whatever. But this player right here, Murillo, caused us so many problems. He blocked 2 amazing shots from our team, and it leaves us with nothing. And we lose the game to Atletico Madrid. Now we're facing Hoffenheim in their green kit, the same ones that they used to take us down 5-0 in the UEFA Super Cup. We're back in the Bundesliga and trying to beat them this time because they humiliated us. We cannot let this happen again, as Hoffenheim do get a chance and score right away. As soon as I say that, of course, I want to vindicate us after a humiliating loss against the same team, and they already have 2 chances. Thankfully, we saved one of them. We're losing 1-0. And I believe that's Konate, the same player that scored so many goals against us. But thankfully, Merlin Roll is on the edge of another chance. Number 10 hits it. It's a great save from the keeper. And that might even be the keeper that we loaned out to them. But he gets another one here, and this time he puts it away. Great team play overall. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see the entire play, but Romeo Lavia leaves it off for Merlin Roll, who puts it in the back of the net. As Konate yet again hits one, but it's Nico Schlotterbeck with a great block there with his foot, and we tie the game. After a tie like that, we go away to FC Cologne, and we have to get something, and thankfully we do. We get a 4-1 victory thanks to Marquillo and Matthias Sule scoring in the 18th and 51st minute, despite Lemper tying up the game in 25th minute. We also get a few more goals thanks to an own goal by Robert in the 80th minute, and by the end of it, there was one more goal scorer, and that was Konstantin Peters. Yet again, our number 27 scores in the 86th to ensure a 4-1 victory and 3 points for SC Freiburg. Let's go. But back in the Champions League, we're away from home facing Athletic Club de Bilbao, a very tough opponent, another Spanish side, but we finally grabbed our first 3 points of this Champions League campaign. Of course, we've already got some points because of the draws, but now we officially grabbed 3 points in one game. Our first win, it was a very, very tough win. Fabio Silva and Merlin Roll's brace mean that we grabbed the 3 points away from our home at the San Mamés, but we beat Athletic Club de Bilbao. Finally, hopefully this will let us move forward and hopefully go on to win the Champions League yet again. But first, let's focus on the league phase, and hopefully we can get even more wins in this one. And we do in a resounding fashion by scoring 5 goals. Well, 4 goals in the first half, and then another one early off into the second half, and then we score one more for good measure at the very end of the game with a Marquillo goal. But Merlin Roll scoring 4 goals before getting subbed off early into the second half, and Romeo Lavia scoring 1 in between there, while also just kicking off his goal scoring form, hopefully picking up the same one that he had 2 seasons ago. I believe our 3rd season, he scored like 8 or almost 10 goals. I think he was around that mark. But Merlin Roll is absolutely phenomenal as we grab an incredible win, 6-0 at home against Union Berlin. That's another clean sheet for Atebolu. Gotta keep mentioning them because it's a tough fight between him and Nielsen. I gotta mention it. Nielsen is creeping up on Atebolu, but Atebolu is still higher rated, and he's putting in performances like this one, where he gives a 7.8. But next up, in the DFB Pokal, we face Dortmund, because, of course, it's our second round, so we have to face a very tough opponent. So we get Dortmund. Yay! Right? By the way, I'm saying that all sarcastically as we're putting our backup side, and Matthias Sule gets us off the mark there. That's why he is one of our best players, and he knows how to score goals, so thankfully. But Matthias de Ligt of Dortmund just chops down Abde on the left, and not only that, he got a red card. But it's so interesting to me that Matthias de Ligt is no longer at Manchester United, but he's at Dortmund. The former Bayern Munich player is now at Dortmund. I mean, it always happens, but Marquillo grabs another chance, and Mike Maignan saves it from going in, and it remains a 1-0 affair as who's that but Johnny Cardoso to grab his first goal of his SC Freiburg career, and it's 2-0 up against the Dortmund side that have definitely, and definitely causes problems, but can definitely causes problems now, as Felix Nemecha gets a chance in for, who is this? Gonzalo Ramos, who strikes it and puts it in the back of the net, meaning it's 2-1 towards the end of the night, as Konstantin Peters gets a chance off, but Mike Magnon makes another fantastic save. It's a weird save that, I mean, the deflection of it's a little strange. Oh wait, no, I don't think he even touched it, but Konstantin Peters gets on to the end of another chance, and with his right foot, his weaker foot, strikes it home, ensuring that we grab the victory and progress to the next round. But back in Bundesliga action and back-to-back games for our backup side, as we grab a 3-0 victory over Werder Bremen away from home. Nielsen grabs a clean sheet for us, thankfully. Romeo Lavia did come on, same with a few other starters like Van Bommel and Fabio Silva and Nico Schlotterbeck, but Marquinhos' brace and Matthias Sula's goal ensured that we grabbed the 3 goals that we needed in order to grab the 3 points in the Bundesliga. Then in the Champions League, we face another tough opponent, hence why we rested our first team. We face Manchester City, and of course, they're headed by one of the smartest minds in all of football. It's Pep Guardiola, as Erling Haaland grabs the first goal of the game, where he strikes it with his right, but it wasn't over there, as we do get a chance here. It's Merlin Roll who strikes it there from a very tight angle, and he scores it somehow. Don't know how. I thought of just shooting it, and he did, and he put it in the back of the net like he does best. Ederson was none the wiser, and we're all tied up very, very quickly, as Bernardo Silva tries to take out Merlin Roll because they wear very similar number, or they play in the same position. I don't know, but Erling Haaland does get another chance off here with his right foot that thankfully goes wide, but Merlin Roll gets another chance, and he does not disparage it as he scores, and it means it's a 2-1 victory for us over Manchester City, over Pep Guardiola. And in the next game, it seems like we're just attracted to scoring 6 goals in one game, as we get another 6-0 victory at home against Mainz this time. Merlin Roll grabs a goal early on, then they get a red card, and Fabio Silva scores in the 28th. Then Nico Schlotterbeck gets a goal, I think his first goal of this season, and then once it turns into the second half, Merlin Roll grabs yet another goal for us, putting us 4-0 ahead. We make a few substitutions, then Romeo Lavia grabs his second of the season, and Connor Bradley grabs yet another goal for himself as well. A pretty good goal scoring season overall for everybody. I think Nico Schlotterbeck is off the mark already earlier than he had last season. I think Connor Bradley's already got 2 goals. Romeo Lavia same with I think Johnny Cardoso finally got his first goal, and even Meyer got 2 goals in this season, or this episode alone as well. But anyways, let's move on to the next game. It's another 3 points on the board. Atabolu get another clean sheet. It's another 6-0 victory while Atabolu is in our as the goalkeeper. So I'm just saying we're doing really well in this episode. And that's 12 goals scored in 2 games. I'm just saying that's absolutely phenomenal. This time Atabolu does not get a clean sheet, as Augsburg does grab 2 goals, but it's a Merlin Roll brace in the first half. Then Ruben Van Bommel scores one in between that. Then a lot of changes in the 66th minute, while Matthias Sula grabs himself a hat-trick in the second half, quite within very just quick succession. Aaron Ochoa does grab a goal in between one of those goals, but it's not enough. And overall, we win 6-2. Could have been an easy 3-2 victory, despite the fact without Matthias Sula's hat trick. But it's crazy. He scored a hat trick, and he's just like, no, coach, you gotta keep putting him in. And that's another 3 points on the board. 3 very crucial points that could come out to help us towards the end of the season to win the Bundesliga over the rest of our rivals. And we face Frankfurt yet again this time in this season. I mean, last season it was a chaotic victory for Frankfurt, if I'm not mistaken, but we're trying to get some more revenge. I think this entire episode we've gotten quite a decent bit of revenge on some teams that have done us wrong in the past. While we do take a shot from outside the box by Nico Gonzalez, it's a fantastic save from the keeper there. I thought, oh, it got a little bit of a deflection. Never mind. I thought it was just a really good shot that could have gone in. I think it should have gone in, but they do get a chance here, and that scared me. But it didn't scare out the ball, thankfully, as Romeo Lavia hits one from the edge of the box. Can he score this time? And it's another great save from the keeper. What a big... That's 2 great saves from the keeper here from our 2 CDMs. 2 CDMs do want to score some more goals, as Fabio Silva shows them how it's done by hitting the post and scoring our first goal of the game, ensuring that we'd get a lead over Frankfurt. And hopefully we keep it, because Frankfurt have caused us problems in the past. And he strikes another one thanks to a Merlin Roll assist. And it is an official assist, because Fabio Silva did put it in the back of the net, leading to a 2-0 victory over this Frankfurt side, even though they tried to get a goal right here via Mario Götze, even though Nico Gonzalez tried to clatter into him but also block the shot, but we win. But it seems like we're winning more than just games, as we do get one more trophy. Well, technically it's for me. It's David Beckham giving me the Manager of the Year award. I was full on not expecting this either. That's why it's kind of like shoved in here as well. I was so unaware of the Ballon d'Or this season and also the Manager of the Year award. I didn't expect it, but I'm glad to be receiving it. And there you go. I look like it. Kind of look like that player, that person without the glasses. But you gotta put on the glasses because I wear the glasses most of the time. Not sure why he's not wearing them there, but I look good in the suit. And I'm holding a cool trophy. Take that. It's official that we are the Manager of the Year. The Bundesliga FA has mentioned it, or even sent us a little email just to show us that, like, hey, we do acknowledge all your hard work, and thanks to SC Freiburg's excellent performances, I was given the Manager of the Year award. We will definitely take that, but it's not my award. It's mostly for the team, because if it wasn't for the team, we would not have been able to win this. So, yeah, thank you. Moving on to a very tough game in Wolfsburg. This is a very tough game. They have Francisco Trincao there, and of course we have one of their former players. I didn't mean to do this, but we put in the backup side actually, which includes Nuno Tavares, their former player. But it's okay, as Matthias Sule does get a strike off here that was also close to going in. And I mean, after his heroics of scoring a hat trick in that 6-2 victory over Augsburg, that's really good, as they do get a shot off here, and Nielsen is able to make the save there, thankfully. Also, it's kind of strange not having Buthelezi in backup side, isn't it? But thankfully, we do get another block off here thanks to Jesse Guy, the former RB Leipzig player, gets the first block off here, and we continue to stay at 0-0, even though Wolfsburg do get an excellent chance by their captain, Maximilian Arnold, who does put it in the back of the net, meaning it's 1-0 to Wolfsburg. They get another chance that thankfully Nilsson is able to make a save out of again, but we got to be on the counter and try to score more goals, because right now Wolfsburg are bombarding us with chances, and thankfully we get another save from our backup keeper there, our number 13. That's what Nielsen does best, but we do get a chance here thanks to Johnny Cardoso, who scores his second goal of the game, or sorry, his second goal of this episode, and the tying goal here, the equalizer, as we get a chance here that hits off of the goalkeeper, and it lands at the feet of the defender, but Merlin Roll fights for it and scores it. It's one of the easiest goals he'll ever score, but thankfully he does score it, puts us in the lead, ensuring that we grab 3 points over here, but it's 2-1, and we weren't done there, as Wolfsburg do get a chance here that thankfully just goes over the bar, but it did scare me and scare a lot of our players, as Bisek tried to get the block off there, but Konstantin Peters was not done, as he got a shot off here that was saved by the keeper, Petrovic. Great save from him, but we win 2-1. On to our last game of this episode. This may have passed by faster than I would have expected, but I definitely had fun in this episode, as we saw a lot of cool things, including some awards, but now we're facing RB Leipzig at our home stadium. Like I said, RB Leipzig have always caused us problems in the past, but Asprilla is first off the mark in scoring goals. I was gonna say just getting a chance, but he does get a goal past Martin van de Voort, and it's amazing what he can do, as they do get a penalty that Omar Marmoush is able to put away quite comfortably, ensuring that it's tied at 1-1. It was a little bit of a lazy challenge from Nico Schlotterbeck, but Merlin Roll gets a chance to put us ahead, and he does, meaning that we're 2-1 ahead over this RB Leipzig side. And from then on, it was just chaos, as Benjamin Šeško got a chance here that Atabolu was able to make the save out of, thankfully, but it wasn't done there. Šeško, I mean, he's at Man United. What are you still doing here at RB Leipzig? But Merlin Roll gets another chance, and he scores for his brace, meaning it's 2 goals for him, 1 goal for Asprilla, and it's 3-1, basically ensuring that we'd get the 3 points over RB Leipzig, and hopefully putting us ahead in the standings. We will check it out, maybe not in this episode, but hopefully next episode as we approach the halfway point of the Bundesliga season, as Atabolu makes a great save there, and we continue forward. And next episode, we will start off with a Champions League game, so you will be able to see how we're doing there as well. But Atabolu, great save from him yet again with the left hand this time, but they get another chance here. It's Joseph Sutalo, I think it's Joseph, gets a chance, and it seemed like it was going to curl in, but thankfully it didn't. As Fabio Silva turns around and scores another goal, ensuring 4-1 for us. 3 points on the board. Win over RB Leipzig. Sorry to have demolished you like that, but we win. So, what a season it's been so far. We are rapidly approaching the halfway point. We are already officially in January. There might be some sales. I don't think there's going to be anybody being brought in, but there is a player that will be coming back from loan. It is Dominic Werner, who will be coming back as an official team player of our first team side. He is a CDM, very, very tall, 76 overall, came out of our youth academy. We loaned him out a few times, went to Heidenheim, I believe, for about 2 years, but he's officially back. He's still very tall, and hopefully he can be one of our backup CDMs, and it means that we might have to let go of Andy Diouf, as he is our 5th choice CDM, and now we have a 6th one. I don't like having too many players, especially if they're not going to play, so I'd rather give Dominic Werner kind of that 5th CDM slot and give Andy Diouf a chance to move on to another team so he can get more chances to play and maybe even win a trophy with his next team. It could have been RB Leipzig. Unfortunately, it's not going to be, so we won't see him again unless another Bundesliga team picks him up. But regardless, you guys will all see that very soon if anything happens. But I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you guys did as well. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Late.